Hello, hello, hello. This is an unexpected live. I'm just going to share a couple details that I did learn about what I was able to confirm. So I thought I'd come on here really quick and relay them, but it's an impromptu live. But I thought I would just come on here and quickly give a couple updates that I was able to confirm that we had talked about. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Rena. For those that saw my community posts, I appreciate your prayers. Hey, Shay. Hey, Mo. Um, you know, it is always difficult to lose a loved one. And my grandma has lived a great 85 years, but it's still difficult. Uh, but thank you guys for your prayers and stuff. I'm just praying she goes peacefully here shortly. But she is in California. That would explain. Thank you, Punkette, why I'm not there. And the airfare right now is astronomically high from New York, and it wouldn't make sense. And um, airlines no longer do the discount for funerals. So, anyways, but I appreciate all y'all praying. But the do, but yes, that's why I'm on there, is because I'm not like on my way to California or anything. Thank you, Mo. That's okay, Rena. Thank you. It's more like, well, Rena, I don't need to explain loss to you. Like, she's lived a good life and she says she's ready, because my grandpa has passed. But it's like you think back of all the times when you just think back of when it was your grandma, like when she was your grandma, energetic grandma. And so um, it's just a different feeling. But y'all know that. And Rena, I can't imagine you go through it times 10 of that. So, anyways, so I did see a couple more details. I had told y'all about the potential family member. I had found it this weekend, but hadn't wanted to say anything yet because I wasn't sure um, how it had slipped by people, or by the law enforcement, but I guess it hasn't. So it's interesting. So the people that lived in the shooter's house was a cousin and a third grade boy and his grandparents. Um, the cousin's name was Shelby. Remember, I said that he asked to speak with his cousin? Okay, so he talked to her son, who's in third grade, asking all these questions of when they got out for lunch and all of this stuff. Okay, so one of the girls, so there was speculation amongst this girl, Shelby, who lived with the grandparents, that they have the same grandma, if he avoided the third graders because of that. I will say there's a little girl, Layla, that died. Okay. Layla was technically by marriage would have been his cousin. Now, the marriage ended in divorce on however it was. So, technically they weren't cousins, but yes, they did know each other. However, as of 2 hours ago, it has come out as well. So no matter how you slice it, it still blows my mind that he knew her in that class and could do that. I mean, that he could do it to any kid, yes, but to somebody he knew. It did come out finally a couple hours ago that, based on a source that wants to remain anonymous, not my source close to the family, and according to public records, his grandma did, in fact, work at Robb Elementary. They said that she knows many of the kids that have passed, and that they don't know, obviously, if that was his reason for targeting the school. They know, based on this friend of the family who has said that she would spend a lot of time in those classrooms. Um, They've also said, I had no idea that after he shot his grandma, she got up and found the strength to walk next door and ask for help. Um, she, like I said earlier, has months and months of surgeries remaining. And they've also said that she may have permanently lost her ability to speak. She does have fundraisers that many have given to her for the amount of months she'll be there and stuff. But there's also a lot of anger towards them. Delaney, I was just yes, the grandma is still alive. Delaney, I did confirm that he did basically have a relation. They were cousins at one point, but to one of the victims, Layla. There, the tie that put them as cousins was divorced, so technically they weren't. However, they did obviously know each other. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's just wild. And also that the grandma did, it was confirmed, the grandma, based on public records and on an anonymous source that's a friend of the family, she did work at that elementary school. They don't know if that exactly was why he target. Oh yeah, Rena, I don't blame you at all. There's question of, did he stay away from the third grade classrooms because he knew the cousin he lived with was in there? I mean, hey, Jackie, I mean, they lived with him. This cousin, who he asked apparently lived with him, according to all the articles, they all lived together. He had been sleeping on his grandparents' house couch for the last 3 or 4 months. And as we know, their last argument was over the phone bill. Obviously, I'm sure she's devastated that she did work there, and they do not know yet. I mean, this was of 2 hours ago. I read these articles that just came out 2 hours ago. Why she was not there that day. The whole thing is a little bit weird because that seems like that would have been info that was like brought out right away, you know? So I'm wondering if she no longer works there and she's retired or what, because that doesn't make sense, like that would be something that is like, you would think, would it be something that media would stumble on because of a family source or public records? I mean, that would be pretty significant, I would think, in my opinion. But it was confirmed that like a week before this, he like gave 20 questions to his little cousin that's in third grade. What time they get out of lunch, what's their class schedule and stuff. And his other cousin, his mom, said that she didn't think anything of it. Well, I mean, okay, I guess it's a little strange. I think I would have said, why do you want to know? But I mean, whatever. I just thought it was weird. Oh my gosh, Delaney, I know. Well, I said, oh my gosh, because he's my celebrity crush. But yes, I was, that he brought his mom was super touching, and that they were all holding hands was very, very touching as well. I was glad to see too that, he was able to show his respect without, that it was just nice. Yeah, exactly, Diana. She's here because I was actually texting with her about this, saying like how weird it was. It's just, I don't know, guys. It's just weird. Like, why do you think, if this is true, because let's face it, media has been known to get things wrong in the past, but this was the New York Post or something like that said that it just came out based on a public records and a family friend. And it's just wild to me. But at the same time as well, I feel absolutely terrible for his poor grandmother, because not only will her face probably never be the same, But she was very close, they said, to many of those kids. I said to Diana, though, I don't hold anger to the grandma, but it's not my kid either, so I can't say, what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair for me to say either way. It sounds to me like his grandma was the only one that ever told him no. But, I mean, you can't help but wonder if he had some sort of Diana. So what they've said is that she was known to work in that classroom a lot as an aide. So I don't know if there was somebody in that class that she, like it was a personal one-to-one aide or what, but they said they didn't know why she wasn't at work that day. But I just feel like that's weird that it's just now coming out. Like, so that doesn't make sense to me. So I'm wondering if the person has it confused and she hasn't worked there in a while or something, because that part doesn't make sense to me really, because that's some pretty big news, like that's something you would come out with right away, I guess. I mean, wouldn't you all think so? So my only thought is that she does, hasn't worked there in a while or something. And I know it's a small town and there's a lot of connections. Everybody's related to everyone. But the more I hear about this sometimes, the more. Thanks, Delaney. Okay. That's what Diana and I were thinking. The more, exactly, Punkette, the more that you just go, okay, did he have a vendetta to. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty weird. Now that is, hey Michelle K. Now that is a great thought, Punkette. Yep, both of you, Diana. Yep, you guys are right. That's good thoughts. Yeah, I didn't even think of that, Punkette. Huh? Yeah, I mean, she's got to be devastated. And again, I saw two articles saying this, and it looked like the New York Post came out with this at 3:34. And like I said, the media obviously has gotten things wrong in the past. But, it's not like some, what are those, National Enquirer or something. Yeah, Jackie, once I heard the amount, when I heard he asked the little cousin the schedule and stuff, that really gave me some red flags. Delaney, we still do not know that. They still have not released that yet, or the person's name. I'm guessing just because they don't want to make that person a target, but yeah. So to me, it seems like it was planned. It was more a matter of when. And it's not like if his grandma works there that he planned it to avoid her because he shot her, So, I mean, it's not like he had any fear of doing that either. It just seems like bigger details, like the big details, have been the things we find out last, if that makes sense. Like it just seems weird. So the only thought I can have is that they didn't know before, or people were trying to get. Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird. Um, Not a lot of it makes sense. What, Danielle? Get out of town. Danielle, if that's the case, then that would be insane. Holy cow. Let me check, Danielle. Thank you for bringing that. Holy cow. Um, if they, oh my gosh, that would change everything. Oh, yup, you're right. Holy crap. Holy crap. You're right. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Yes, her lawyer's claiming she kicked the rock away. Police are claiming, but they're saying that it's like, that's what I thought, BL, but they're saying, yeah, that's what I thought. Based on the evidence of where things took place and stuff, I thought that was who it would have been that would have called. Oh my gosh, Danielle. That's what I thought. If you go based on the teacher that would have seen him, it would have been the one that unpropped the door. Do you understand? If this is in fact true and they were dishonest in some way, I mean, to try and, I mean, guys, that would be, I mean, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Like, holy cow, that would be, um, I would, that would hurt my heart that somebody would do that to another human being to save them. So, like, unless they just got it wrong, maybe they just thought that that's what it was. But didn't they say they saw it on video? This is nuts. Hey, Candy Kisses. Well, I knew that the chief officer wouldn't. Yep, exactly, BL. I knew that the chief officer would not respond when he started getting called out. Now, I also knew that they took away him being on city council, being sworn in today. But oh, it is, Danielle. If it comes out that they did that, um, there's no excuse. Yeah, they keep saying the media keeps saying it's an ever changing story. Oh yeah. So you got to wonder, did they already know she worked at the school? Like, what the heck? Wow. Yeah, that is that is blowing up. You are right. And you're right. They are no longer cooperating with the investigation. That's pretty messed up and horrible. Hey, Gladys. Oh my gosh, really, BL? Uh, which it typically would. Like, I mean, you would have thought too. I would have thought that too, because the whole reason she probably propped it was because she couldn't get back in because it locks automatically. Yes, Gladys, we do. That is, I hope that they just didn't see that she had kicked it back in, because that's horrible. Why are they lying about so much? And now they're not cooperating? Do you think that their lawyers telling them not to cooperate, or they're just downright like, screw you guys? This is disheartening. This is so disheartening. I can't imagine. And most doors in schools do automatically lock when you shut them behind you. I truly hope that their lawyers telling them not to talk and they're not just giving a big screw you. This is going to we need to pray, y'all, because this is I don't know that I would react appropriately if I was a parent and this stuff was coming out. If you know, like, just the anger mixed with the grief and then finding this stuff out would be I don't even know. I mean, did they think that it wasn't going to be seen on the video? So basically what I've just read that's blowing up is that their story just keeps changing. And it's like every time something comes out that they've been caught with, then something else comes out and wow. Wow. So she closed the door apparently, Diana, and it didn't lock, which is actually it is crazy because I know exactly what her thought process was. You know, she ran out to get food or the phone or whatever, propped the door open because those doors are supposed to lock automatically. And hey, Bones. So she came in, saw him because they said a teacher saw him and called 911. Saw him, kicked it shut, and it didn't lock. Oh my gosh, BL. But those are babies. You're going to get caught. Just own it anyways. Like, wouldn't it be better to just own it? They have to have body cameras, right? So one of them has body cam. Well, they said that the Department of Justice was going to go police by police, and they were going to, once they got involved, man, they probably should have just owned it right away. Whatever look, mistake's a mistake, right? Whatever they might have faltered on would have probably been better if they would have just done it, because the Department of Justice and the fact that they misled Abbott apparently is like, they're going to find out. From the last DA of Uvalde, and she said day one not to trust the police. So Danielle, that has disheartened me because I've seen it several places. Several that yeah, that it's not a good situation there. I'm was a teacher who saw him. I think so, Jackie. I think so. But y'all remember too what I just told you about? Well, if you weren't here, you don't. Earlier, a little girl, they interviewed a little girl, and she says she was in the auditorium and he came in there. That's a completely different story. We don't, unless I'm wrong, we never heard that he went anywhere other than that classroom. Correct? Because if he went to the auditorium, you understand? Then he's no longer barricaded. That would mean he wasn't a barricaded suspect. Shay, basically, it's come out that grandma worked at the school at one point. There's question, it would seem that the teacher, based on video, allegedly the teacher did kick the door shut, but it didn't lock. If he left that classroom, then he's no longer a barricaded suspect, which also completely changes them saying they thought he was barricaded. Unless he went there first. And there is a little girl who says he came into the auditorium. I watched the interview today. Who said he came into the auditorium and said, "Come on, kids, come out and play, come out and play." And that she could see and knew that it wasn't the police. That changes things. Unless he went there first. I've been trying to find out where the auditorium is located within and all I can confirm right now is she does say that she's sitting there with her dad, and that's exactly what she said. So what's the truth? Did he go in there before he went to the classroom, or did he leave the classroom? Because I can guarantee you the auditorium's not hooked to those adjoining classrooms. And I'm not accusing the police of anything. Maybe everything's getting mixed up and they don't know. But I'm just saying, like, we're at an auditorium now. Rena, I know. When I heard auditorium, I was like, wait, what? And I wanted to verify with y'all that I hadn't heard wrong, that I heard he went straight for those classrooms. Based on the map that I've seen them do. And I do not see on there anywhere that an auditorium is before the classrooms. And if it is, it still wouldn't line up with their story, because they are saying that the police went in within 4 minutes of the shooter. What's that mean, Edward? I mean, that's a possibility, Rena. That's a possibility. They haven't said that, but that's not. You got to give me more to work with, Edward. I don't know what that means. I don't see how he could have done all that. Searched the auditorium and went to their classroom in 4 minutes. Yeah, I just saw that interview with a little girl today. Unless, maybe they call the class auditorium, or I don't know, maybe. Oh, yeah, Rena, if it's BS. Oh, Edward, yeah, we don't want to do this here. I understand what you're saying. I appreciate your opinion, but I don't want to talk about that stuff yet because no. Oh, absolutely. Wait, now that I'm reading that, yeah, no. Sorry. I'm sorry. These were innocent kids. I can't do that here. You got it, Rena? I have to draw the line at that. Please don't do that. Oh. 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 Thank you. And I appreciate your opinion, Edward. That stuff, we can't do that right now. That's not, yeah. Oh, y'all are smart. Oh my gosh. The auditorium. You're right. That's why he, I bet he thought he was going to the audit. I bet he was trying to get to the award ceremony. Yes, Vicky. Holy cow. I just got chills. Vicky, so really quick, sorry y'all. Um it's come out with, thanks BL for letting me know what he was saying. I wasn't sure what it was. Vicky, the teacher's lawyer says it's on video that she actually did kick the door shut, but that it didn't lock. Media has said that it can be confirmed that grandma did work at the school. And then a little girl interviewed earlier and said he came in to the auditorium, and I've been going, the auditorium, that wasn't in the story, that doesn't make any sense. But then listen to this, Vicky, but then Rena and SA just said the awards. Oh, I like that one better, Edward. That one I'll answer yes. That's what we're wondering. Danielle, that's possible. Thank you for being respectful and changing that, Edward. And then when Rena and SA said the award ceremony, then that made me go, holy crap, what if he was planning on being there earlier? Because the auditorium didn't make sense. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, Edward, you're right. Yep, there wasn't. Yep, you're right. There was an award ceremony beforehand. I mean, if I remember correctly, the parents said it wasn't long before he came. That's possible too, Kimberly. You never know. Yeah, yeah, Rena, they did. Wow. But the time frame, then, guys, there's holes in it, because there's just, I don't see how he went and searched an auditorium and then went to the classroom when they claimed they went in at 11:36 and saw him in the class, and he went in at 11:33. It's not making sense. I mean, unless he sprinted through the auditorium. Holy cow, Jenny, you're kidding me. Ugh. Wow. Well, they didn't waste time, did they, Jenny? Good Lord. Absolutely, Vicky. I want to make sure, I'm trying to do it respectfully. So, like we said, media gets things wrong all the time. Unfortunately, so far, everything that I've thought maybe the media got wrong has proved to be true, and what the police have said has not. And that's disturbing. Right, Rena, exactly. Like we've said before, take a deep breath and make sure you have stuff. There was questions. Oh, wow, Edward. There's questions to, the original press conference with the police chief. It was just, I mean, I know you didn't have a lot of information, but I don't know. And I completely agree with Rena. Just, I mean, oh yeah, absolutely, Diana. When the DOJ got involved, like, you're not going to hide things. And I'm not a cop hater at all. I want the truth on this, and it's just disheartening, because I just want to know if he went to the auditorium before or after. the initial classroom, because I don't see a little girl messing up her story. And I don't see why they wouldn't say if that entrance was into an auditorium. Yeah, Edward, yes, absolutely, Edward. That's kind of what Rena's saying basically, is like, get facts, like, let's go, get things gathered before. Yeah. Wow. Hold on, let me see if they've released any last minute things. Yeah, I see that Twitter is going nuts. Oh, guys, now the school district is not cooperating either. Jenny, yeah, Rena, that's also been, Jenny, that was, I think what it looks like is she ran out to get food. Um, no, Remy, that's what I'm hearing. The school district, I can't tell if it's the school district cut ties with the police, or they aren't cooperating. The school district and the police, I know, Edward, aren't cooperating with Department of Justice. 84 minutes, Vicky. 84 minutes. Yep. 84 minutes. And now we got an auditorium somewhere in here that a little girl brought out today. Oh, was it 77? Something like that, Edward. I don't know. The last thing I looked was, I'm almost, can you verify that, guys? Because you know me with my ADD, I could have gotten it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard 84 minutes last I looked. But that doesn't mean hey, Salem. Yeah, Jenny, there's some. So now no one is cooperating with, I think there was an off-duty border patrol that went in to try to go after the shooter. He went and got his kids. He took his barber's gun. I mean, that dude, the pictures of him is awesome. And went in there. And another mom that was cuffed, when she got freed, she took off and ran inside. Okay, so it's 77. My bad, y'all. I thought I saw 84. Steve McGraw said they didn't file a program. That's when they stopped. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, essay for sure. They've lawyered up. I know that's what they do, right? They lawyer up, but those are babies. That's what I'm saying, Amber. Thank you. Yes, they did, Rena. They also tased somebody. The cuffing is 100% confirmed. Yes, they're all part of the same though. Danielle, they were hired, so the district police came from the police, I guess. Oh, wow. Thank you, Edward. That's what I was trying to clear up, was if that, who was cooperating with who. Thank you so much. That helps answer that. Like I said, I had seen many posts on Facebook of parents saying, you don't understand people. You don't understand. These police in Uvalde are not good. Yep, they were, Edward. These police are not good. And like 40% of their budget. And I kept thinking, no way. But now all these things keep coming out. And I'm like, holy. Yep, she did. Yep. Oh my gosh, Remy. I'm with whoever said that. Wouldn't you want to co-op? Yeah. Yep. Then you see this picture of this guy coming out with a shotgun. He just tore off into the school. No one was going to stop him. Well, what they'll end up doing, I would imagine, is getting the video, and they'll just, I mean, at some point they've got to, not Peter dirt balls too. Oh my gosh, Edward. Yes, they were. I did read that as well. Yep. And people were furious because 40% of the municipal budget is already, yes, vests and shields there. Oh, raising funds. Yeah, they already have, and that people were already upset because 40% of their budget is already for the police. And it's just, I, I would like to think, so wait. A former DA said don't trust anything out of the police. Oh, wow, Edward. Don't say trust the police unless, I don't know, Remy. It just said I've seen multiple, well, okay, let me rephrase that. Many of the parents and other community members I've seen say that their budget was 40% for of the municipal budget is police. I did see several images of this like high powered SWAT type gear that they were in. They did just have people in for active shooter training in February. Hmm. Local police. No, okay. Well, as soon as it was because of they were there first. Yeah, I'm telling you. Exactly, Rena. That's what I'm thinking of, Amber. Thank you. Thank you. Read Amber's, y'all. Has their own SWAT team that they get $4 million a year for. Yet they had to. Yep. That's what it. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was. The info I was trying to find. No, you're all right, Edward. You're good. You're good. Yes. Thank you, Amber. That's the information I was trying to find. Okay, then. That's what I thought. That is very disheartening. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, well, she did prop the door, and then, like I said, her lawyer says it's on video that she kicked it shut, but who knows? Oh, are they, Edward? That's good. Hey, that is. Oh, I see. Oh, that's really actually really good. So I've heard of people doing that before, Delaney. That they will do that. Yeah, they will do that to um basically so their family can see them whole again. Wow, Amber, that that is exactly what I needed on the police information. Thank you. I was trying to figure out the numbers. Yep, Edward. I just think that that's really great that they're doing that. That is awesome. Because I know, yeah, a lot of the parents didn't get to, so. Oh, yeah. Why do it's just crazy, Edward? One reporter asked a kid if he was scared to go back to school next year. I mean, hey Sherry, you got to wonder with these people sometimes. Oh yeah, Rena, I totally get where you're coming from. Bye, Vicky. Thanks for coming. Hey, Sandy. Man, this just keeps getting crazier and crazier. But yeah, his poor grandmother. I feel bad for her. Yeah, me too, Punkette. I know the one boy, it says it helps him, but at some point I don't know. But the auditorium thing's bothering me, so I need to try to find a map. Yeah. Well, seems like every minute I think I'm done with this, then something else comes up. Oh my gosh, Jenny, really? I know, Remy, that's what's crazy. Oh, Amber, when that woman from asked yesterday if the little boy, if he was scared to go to school next year, I just shut it off. I wouldn't even stream it anymore. They, well, I think they do, Remy, and I think that's part. I think so. What usually happens is the lawyer gets body cam footage, if I'm remembering correctly, that the lawyers can request them. So my guess, I'm wondering if she lawyered up immediately, and he was able to get a copy of the footage and saw, well, he saw her shut it. I know, Jenny. That's oh, I'm sure, Remy. I I just think there's a lot of things that keep changing in this that make you go, wait, what? I feel like I'm in an ever, I mean, even the fact that he had a third grade cousin that lived with them in a classroom in that school, and we didn't know. I'm not sure, Edward. Oh, wow, Amber. Oh, gosh. They could be in for one hefty lawsuit. For the kids, yeah, I'm not sure. Jenny, just what Amber said they had. I thought they said they brought in training in February, but Amber did confirm that they did. Oh, rebellious. Okay, Edward, that's must be what I'm thinking of as well. Okay. Yeah, she does. She has a. Yeah, that's right. She's. Yep, because they were both. That's all right, rebellious. You know how YouTube is glitchy with their notifications everywhere. Anyways, this is just nuts. So then, if there was a report that the lock was broke, then and it didn't get fixed, then that's on the school district too. Seems like there was errors across the board, but I definitely think there is answers that need to be given. I agree, Edward, and I just feel like if they're hiding anything, they need to just come clean right now because it's only going to get worse. And the prep door was a habit of there. Well, right, Remy, and he had a cousin in third grade that he quizzed the week before on time of everything, and if in fact he did come to go and intend to hit the assembly, well, that would explain the 300 and some rounds. And Remy, if his grandma in fact worked at the school, then yeah, I mean, yeah, a third grader. Um, I caught it over this weekend and did some investigative work, but I didn't want to say anything. And then finally, it did come to light, like that I confirmed. One of the girls that died in the shooting was basically his ex cousin through marriage. Yeah, I know. Oh, absolutely, Jenny. Yep, exactly, Danielle. Absolutely, Amber. No, the well, no, yeah, no, Edward, I don't think so because I just read in multiple places that Grandma walked to. Yes, yes, you're right. So the week before, he asked his second cousin if he could talk to her son. Now, allegedly, they live with the grandma and grandpa and him and the shooter. The shooter's been sleeping on their couch, allegedly. Um, he asked her the week before, her son, all about school when the time they get out. Yeah, they did, Edward. When they like about lunches and all this kind of stuff, what timing of things and all of that kind of stuff. But she said she didn't feel like that was out of like abnormal at all, so she didn't let anybody know. Okay, I am Rena. Hold on, Rena sent me something. Hang on tight, y'all. Hear me. I hope you all can still hear me. All right. Hmm. Hold on one second. There's one other thing I'm trying to read. That's what I'm wondering, Rena. She sent me a map. The thing I have to look at. So I think I'm going to look at all this stuff and then put things together so it's visual so you guys can see maps and stuff and then go back on with it because I think it's going to about to get really hairy. I mean, it's already very hairy, but I think we're going to start to see the real timeline and truth unravel. And he might have gone to an auditorium first, but it just doesn't make sense then because the timing doesn't make sense. The timing doesn't make sense. Hmm. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to hop off of here and go look at some things. And then if anyone gets any breaking news, please uh, let me know. And I'll see what we can come up with here. Because I agree, guys. Something's weird. But all right, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.